Good evening, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel, welcome to another day of triathlon training, welcome to Shoe Talk. Thank you very much, John, for the question. Apologies it took me a couple of days to get around to this, but I forgot. So let's talk about running shoes. So John's question, I'll put it down below now. He's asked a bit about what running shoes do I run in, do I rotate them, etc. So I'll talk to you a bit about my running shoes. I run in the Brooks Adrenaline GTS 19. So I bought these at the end of last year. I've got a couple of pairs of them. And the reason I bought these is because I was having a lot of calf trouble in the shoes I was wearing. I was wearing some Asics or Asics, however you say it, GT 2000s, I believe. I was getting a lot of calf trouble and I eventually thought, okay, maybe it's the shoes. So I went to a running shop called Derby Runner, which is a running shoe shop in Derby. And they might give it away. And basically went on their treadmill, spoke to a couple of the guys and girls there about running gait and gait analysis and all that. And they taught me through it, and then basically took my shoes to bits, and they found my shoes are too small. So I ran in a size 12 shoe. I've gone up to a size 13 now. What the hell? So that's meant that when I got the opportunity of buying these, I thought, I'm probably going to struggle buying some more. So I bought two pairs because then I knew that they would last me a little while. Now, in terms of mileage, rotating them, how often do I change them? When you see a sort of question online, I think, well, I certainly see really perfect answers about, oh, I change them every 300 miles and I never wear the same pair every 2 days or whatever. That's not the case for me. I tend to get into the habit of using the same pair week in, week out for a few weeks and then swapping to the other ones. And in terms of mileage, I've not really got any idea of how many miles these shoes have got. I got them towards the end of last year and I've ran just under 800 miles up to this point this year. So what, maybe 400 or 500 each, so they're probably getting to the point where they need changing. But when I'm running about 20 miles a week, I'm not really running on tired legs very often. I don't think it's too important. When I look to swap these, I do definitely want to try some faster shoes, you know, the Nike Alpha Fly, Next Percent, whatevers. I do want to try and get some free gains from shoes. I know in terms of free, I don't mean pounds, free in terms of no more effort. But these seem to be absolutely all right. Let's have a look at how much tread they've got left. That one's, I don't know, got some. They're probably a bit more worn, but I suppose it depends what surface you run on. And so I hear about running shoes, they wear out on the inside before they wear out on the outside, so the tread probably isn't much indication. So yeah, I'm running these absolutely fine, give me no issues whatsoever. Elastic laces in one of the pairs that you've seen, use those for obviously shorter triathlons, and the lace up ones, I actually use those for longer triathlons, in particular Ironman Wales. Because it's so hilly, I found my foot slid around quite a lot, whereas having proper laces meant that they actually stayed quite secure, so I took that extra 30 seconds in transition or so just to make sure the trainings are okay. So if anybody's got any tips, let me know down below. What other shoes can I try? I think these are a mild support shoe. They might even be neutral, I can't remember to be honest. But I don't require much support, so I think I've got access to a wide range of shoes. If you've got any ideas as to what shoes I could try, potentially be faster, potentially better training shoes, also good value. I don't want to be chucking away loads of money on shoes, I'm sure you guys don't either. Particularly if I'm going to start, well, try and swap them every 300 or 400 miles. If you're doing a good amount of training, that could potentially be every 2, 3, 4 months, who knows. So yeah, let me know down below. Now the smelly shoe talk is over, let's get on the bike. Elizabeth, I thought you'd forgotten where your bike was. Do you remember how to use that?
No, I'm having a week off.
For those that have been asking where, in fact, I'll tell a lie. Liz, nobody's asked where you are. I think they all just assume that when you're not on the channel that you've left me for somebody else. It's only a matter of time, isn't it?
Unfortunately, I've got a terrible cold and I've had an abscess in my wisdom tooth. So
yeah,
this week it's been a write-off.
So as you can imagine, I've been suffering that as well as Liz. So yeah, Liz is currently off training, but you're hoping in the next few days to perhaps do a little bike ride or something?
Maybe over the weekend I'll get back on the bike.
Yeah, good. 8 weeks to go to Outlaw X. Get ready.
Anybody want to do the run for me?
Oh no.
Not even joking.
You're doing it, stop it. So bike session time. An hour in zone 2, that is it. Liz said she was going to come out to the garage and support me and talk to me throughout this session. I'm 57 minutes in and you came to the garage about 2 or 3 minutes ago. But you came at the key moment, Liz. Thank you for holding the camera, I do appreciate it. So yeah, just an hour in zone 2 tonight. I'm really trying to, it's absolutely red hot, isn't it, Liz?
Yeah.
Tell them it's hot. I just need to take into account how poorly I seem to cope in heat. So I'm really not stressing myself for the next couple of days about cramming training in when I'm doing a 10-mile TT on Saturday. And it is on Saturday afternoon in the heat as well, so it's my one chance really to ride a time fast enough to try and get a ride at the National 10. So I want to be in as good shape as I can. So now in zone 2 today, I've got a little taper session tomorrow, and I had hoped to run tomorrow as well, but I'm going to really think about that because it might do more damage than good when I'm trying to ride a quick 10 on Saturday, but I've just got to wait up, haven't you? Can't do everything all the time, but...
Get the violins out.
Oh, whatever. Anyway. So on that note, yeah, get the violins up. Click the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. I already said that. See you tomorrow for 4 PM.